Hello everyone. Welcome back to Pinky Hooks. I'm Shania Lancaster. I, I just have to just jump right into this video. First of all, I want to apologize because I know I went missing in action. I had started this crochet along. It's supposed to be a three-part series for the corner to corner granny square blanket. But what you guys didn't know is that, like, for over a week, I had fallen ill, um, basically with inflammation in my body. And this was not the normal inflammation. Like, it wasn't like, just with my hands. I mean, it did start with the hands for sure. But basically, I don't know what my body was fighting. There was definitely some kind of infection in my body, because the inflammation, when it was in my hands, it was in my forearms, it was like random parts of my torso, like serious radiation, in my kneecaps, in my, like the back of my thigh, like one thigh, but not the other, definitely on both of my calves, one in the front of my shin, both of the feet, but like on, not just on the bottom, but like on the top of the feet, like as if it felt like someone was always standing on my feet. It was really, really bad. And at first I was just like, oh, maybe it's time for a oral steroid pack. I don't take the steroid shots. Um, that's what I was chalking it up to, but I had never had an outbreak of inflammation all over. I didn't know what that was. And so how I knew it was a infection in my body is because whenever my body is fighting something, like a sinus infection, an ear infection, there's something or maybe my gut. I need some cleansing out of my gut. My lymph node behind my left ear will swell up to the size of a quarter. That is the red flag for me all the time. That means there is an alien in my body, some type of, foreign bacteria in my body. And my body's like, wait, we have an intruder. And whenever my body is finally, like, in the final stages of ridding whatever bacteria is in my body, I always break out. This is your key area. I always break out along the jawline and right in here, which is why I always have markings. And it looks really, really bad. I mean, there's only so much I can do to cover it up, but I put on a little bit of concealer. I really didn't want to put on a full makeup on for this recording, but it was bad because what happened was they were like pimples below or beneath my skin. That's when I know my body's trying to get rid of the last of, because it was just like I couldn't even wash my face without these like pimples like coming to a head. Like, I'm not trying to gross you out, but like just light tints of blood and pus. It's gross. It is gross. That has always been the way that I know that my body has. And I mean, I don't want y'all to freak out. This isn't something that happens like often or whatever, but thank God I have the kind of immune system that I do, because a lot of people immune system, they don't have the best immune system, and their bodies can't fight it. Like, I will say, thank God, by the grace of God, that I have a body still that is strong enough, that is something that I've ingested, or taken in, or somehow got into my body that should not be there. My body goes to work. And it was a battle because 2 days, like 2 or 3 days in a row, I could barely walk, around my apartment. I was just walking, like I was waddling like a hobbit. Like, it just hurt. It was insane, and it drained me. I was sleeping like I couldn't make it. Like, I couldn't even stay up like till 8 o'clock. I would be asleep by 7:30 and would sleep all the way through and still woke up, after 12 hours of sleep, I would wake up and I would still be like just tired. And so, yeah, I don't know what it was, but it was not good. It was not good. And so really haven't crocheted since I did the tutorial. And I felt some kind of way. I was trying to, well, let me put it like this. After the tutorial aired, right, basically, when did the tutorial air? So when did the tutorial aired? What was that, on New Year's Eve? Yeah, right? I can't even remember, but I think so because we ended up going into the new year. Yeah, so I think I might have crocheted maybe like a little bit on New Year's Day. Yeah, that's, yeah, I was trying to catch up with you guys. But anyway, that's the reason why. And my hands are still hurting now. They're not inflamed, and, yeah, I'm still a little, well, today I'm just tired because right now, like, Texas here, we're in a deep freeze storm. And so right now I'm like cold because this apartment is not well insulated at all. I can feel drafts over my knees as I am speaking to you guys right now, literally. And I just turned off the news and they were telling us that, like, I think tomorrow morning we're already like they're advising Texans, like northern Texans, to uh be cautious or be aware of, like how much energy they're using. So, for people to keep their heat at 68 when, like, currently right now where I'm at, it's 15 degrees, but it says it feels like 5 degrees, and they're not lying. So I know I was just like, look, I can't make a video, but then I was just like, I need to take my mind off of something, whatever. But I just felt bad because I was in so much pain. I know some people be like, next time you should make a post. And no, I can't make a post because when I make a post, you guys don't see it, and I always still have to make a video just to say, go see the post. So I just didn't do anything. I apologize. So I hope that you guys are not discouraged. This is also one of the biggest fears that I used to have about doing a crochet along, which was why I never did one. And I always felt like it was a bad idea for me, not for other YouTubers or creators, because like I said, I always say this a million times, you guys know I work a full-time job, and I'm usually working, minimum 42 hours a week. So, and then on top of that, if I have a breakout and I can feel my hands starting to flare up, just for no reason, I don't know why, but yeah, I never wanted to do a crochet along because of the fact that I was always scared that something would interfere. And it was just like, I don't know if I manifested that because it was like a hidden fear, or whatever. I felt really confident about it. I felt really good about it. But, I do know that with the crochet along, I mean, it's really important for a creator to be consistent. I said week 1, and technically this recording right now really should be the final recording. I said it was going to be broken down in 3 series. Luckily for you guys, the longest part of this 3-week project, it should have been 3 weeks, the first part was the longest part. That tutorial was like well over an hour. That was because I was trying to show the corner to corner granny stitch. I was trying to show the specs, the substitute yarns, so we went into a lot of details about that. And so from this part, it really should be easy, peasy. Now I'm about to do something unorthodox, and I do want your feedback. Just be honest, you know, be respectful, but be honest. I'm literally just going to talk you through this second part, but I will be showing it, you know, hopefully probably midweek, because I just need a couple more days, because I had already started, you know, oral treatment, you know, for the inflammation. I usually will take an oral treatment twice a year, and it's about that time. So it was normal. It's normal for me to be taking a treatment, you know. And again, you guys know from my arthritis videos, I do not do injections. I don't believe in it, because I do believe it damages. Whereas the oral steroids, which is that 6-day pack or whatever, it has less consequences on the, I shouldn't say consequences, but it is not like taking the injection. So anyway, with that said, what did I say? I know y'all like, Sean, you look tired. It's just been a long day. I'm fine. I don't want y'all to be like, oh my God, what's wrong with her? I'm just, like I said, I'm tired, and it's kind of hard for me to like really be gung-ho, because it's freezing here. Even though the heat's coming on, and I got vaulted ceilings, so it's like, it feels like the windows are cracked everywhere. It's like major drafts, you know, and I'm just like, golly. Anyway, so let me just kind of show y'all what I was doing, because really what this week was supposed to be about was, or last week rather, it was supposed to be, okay, now I would have assumed that everybody had created their granny square, corner to corner granny square, right? And that this week you were just going to go over the edges. Okay, so here's a granny square. And so what all we were going to do was say, now you want to create a border for each one of your squares. And it's done in single crochets. So what you want to do is, we want to create a border around one time, right, of single crochets. In each corner, you will put 3 single crochets in the corner, because you know, you don't want to just, you know, do 1 single crochet and get to the corner and then you just got 1 single crochet, because you need to make sure that you keep, how can I say it, like you want to make sure that you have sharp edges, in other words. So yes, I will record it, and I probably will do it tomorrow, like I said, because right now it's kind of like it's kind of weird, like trying to like sit here and not concentrate on the fact that it's cold, you know, whatever. But anyway, yeah. So the purpose of us doing the single crochet around the border, right, is so that when we go to join them, it's easier for you to follow and find your stitch. That's the whole entire point of doing that. And that's where you're going to take your contrast. So here's the thing. If you were doing the corner to corner blanket, the one that I created, if you were doing it, maybe not so much in the same colors, but you chose, how many colors did that? The blocks, you had 3 blocks, right? But then you chose a border, a completely different color border, because remember that blanket was, the blocks were a blue slate, white, and then you had that chartreuse. But my border, if you're really like looking at it, I mean, from afar, you'd be like, yeah, but you did your border around each block and then the whole entire blanket in white, and I did not. I did it in cream. So with this blanket, right, I am actually doing, I'm going to be doing, I'm not really sure what color my border is going to be, but it's going to be something funky. I promise you that, because I want it to pop. So what I was saying is, you will need to do each square, you need to go around one time with a single crochet stitch. And remember, every time you get to your corners, you want to put in 3 single crochets. Okay, that's what you're going to do. And so when you go to join it, you're not going to be trying to find, if you can see this, you know, because it's kind of hard to like really if you don't put a border around it, it's going to be hard for you to stitch it together. You see what I'm saying? That's the whole entire point of you doing each circle with a single crochet border first before you stitch them together. And not to mention, remember, if you put on a single crochet border around each granny square and then you have to stitch it together, see, it makes the blanket actually bigger. Now once you finish stitching them together, and then we go into the final where we do the border, because I do a border 2 times around it, it makes it even bigger. Okay, now for my advanced crocheters, if you are advanced or even intermediate, you might have already, you probably was just like, well, I don't know if she's gonna come back, but you probably already know how to do that, you know, and that's fine. I didn't want to take for granted, like, okay, well, they should know what to do from here. I mean, this was a horrible crochet along, and I'm sorry, it's by no fault of my own. You know, I mean, who knew that that was going to happen? But it wasn't, it was very painful, y'all. God, it was very, very painful. So I'm sorry. I know this is probably not what y'all wanted to see or hear. Golly, I'm so sorry, but like with the winter storm coming up, you know, and on top of that, I wanted to make this video just to talk about a couple of other things, you know, and I was just like, let me make it while I have power. I mean, the last time Texas got hit, by the grace of God, I was one of the few that I didn't lose power. And I had my YouTube channel then, you know, but I think I was in my first year of the YouTube channel. And I was just like, I can't believe this is happening. Had I started it yet? All right, well, let me think about that. I'm sorry, I lost thought for a minute. I'm really thinking about that. I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was that year. Nevertheless, whatever, you know, I didn't lose power, you know, but I was trying to be considerate, you know, by the state laws of like how much energy I conserved or whatever. So now's the perfect time before it really, really gets bad for me to go ahead and record, because I was just like, I can't take that chance, because what if I lost power or I just need to conserve or whatever, and then it's going to be a couple more days before you guys knew what was going on with me. Yeah. So anyway, so let me just tell y'all what I ran into with this, my problem with this blanket. So again, the first blanket I use all Bernat blanket yarn, and I have a ton of that. I have plenty of that. But for this one, if y'all remember, I am using, what is that thing called? Big Twist Plush. And so really this is my first time using it. And for this color, right? So what I wanted to do, I was trying to replicate the original blanket. So that blanket has a total of 9 blocks. And with the Bernat blanket yarn, y'all know that I said that it has way more yardage than the Big Twist. So what happened was I ran out. Let me see how many blankets I had. So I had a total of 3 skeins of the Big Twist for this color. And what did I say? It was like 100 and, hold on. How much is it? Let me see. I said this, oh, with the Big Twist Plush, there's a total of 153 yards. Okay. So I only had 3 skeins. Okay. So I got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, because this was going to be the dominant color of my 9 blocks, right? I needed a total of 5. I only got 4. So let me tell y'all, I tried to be creative. This should have been the warning right then and there that I was about to get sick, because I must have lost my mind trying to be creative. So I'm actually going to make 2 of my blocks the chartreuse. I have plenty of that chartreuse from the leftover blanket, but I was trying to combine it. I took the leftover what I had left of this, right? And then I tried to make a design. Can y'all see that? I tried to add the chartreuse in there, make a design. And now it's a square, but it don't look, it looks crazy. It looked like I just spilled something on it or I painted over it or whatever. And I was just like, I'm just going to have this one in the middle and it's going to be like a special square. It looks horrible. And y'all can tell me that. You'll be like, Pinky, we don't know what you was trying to do. If I turn around, look, that's me trying to join it. That looks horrible. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, it almost kind of looked like a little leaf. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, I don't know what I was thinking. See, this is what, I mean, this is how I knew I was just getting sick, because I was just like, Shine, you could just easily make the blanket smaller. Duh. You don't have to, you know. And then the more I looked at it with that substitute, remember when I was telling y'all, you know, I was going to do this. This is Bernat blanket yarn, but then I wanted my blanket to be even textured. So I went out and got the plush. But as you can see, if you put them together, one is way brighter than the other. And to me, this looks better to me with that versus the dark. Hold on. Let me go like this. I don't know. It just, yeah. See? If you go back to this, looks better. Sorry, my lighting's probably off. So, basically, I just got stuck. And it's probably because I got sick. Like, I'm just, yeah. So, God, I'm dragging, y'all. I'm so sorry I'm dragging. I don't want y'all to panic. I'm perfectly fine. I'm just really, really tired because it's cold. And cold makes you like just want to cuddle up and sleepy. And not to mention, I've been up since 7 this morning. And I'm talking about, I've been preparing for the storm. So anyway, yeah. So with that being said, you know, I'm going to give my hands another 2-3 days before, you know, I will record the actual second piece. If you have created all of your squares and you are advanced, I would go ahead, and you really don't need to see the exact, you don't have to wait, you know, until I am able to record the second part of this crochet along where you're doing the single crochet border. Like I said, if you're advanced, you probably have already left me. The only thing that you probably needed to do was learn was the corner to corner granny square. Yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of let y'all know what I was doing on that. So I just stopped, and I probably will be up to par like 100% by Wednesday. That's the reason why I was like, I don't want to do any crocheting because I don't want to mess up, you know. Sometimes I get ahead of myself. Like I can feel like my hand's getting better, and then I don't let it heal all the way, and I'll start up again or whatever. But that's where we're at with that. Now, there was something else that I wanted to tell y'all. I know y'all probably like, golly, Shine, I'm about to turn this channel off. Oh yeah, I wanted to show y'all some things that I had actually picked up with my gift card that I got from my co-worker, but I'm just tired. This cold air is just driving me crazy, y'all. I'm telling you. I know I look tired and busted, but this is about as good as it's going to get. I'm sorry. This is awful. You know, I'm really, really trying because, like, I'm concerned because, you know, I literally slept in the same room with Ruby last night. The temperatures had dropped. It started last night, and this apartment is so drafty. I mean, I have to laugh from being mad because for the amount of money that I'm paying for this apartment, you know, and this is what I'm saying, these apartments are just ripping off people or whatever. They should be ashamed of themselves. They really should. Because when I tell you it's a drag, and if y'all like, Shine, you should report them, you know, or go to the leasing office, complain. Yeah, that's nice and all, but that doesn't help me right now. They're very much aware of how old, it's not even about, I don't care about how old the building is. I care about the maintenance of it. Because you can have an old building, but if you don't maintain it, but you're steady raising the prices, trying to act like it's justified, because it's not justified. Because the seals on some of these windows are compromised, and I know what a compromised window looks like when it's sweating because you turned on your air or your air conditioner. It shouldn't be sweating. And like right now, what y'all can't see to the side, there is a whole panel of windows and doors that go out onto the balcony. And it feels like I literally have my windows cracked, like as if I'm just sitting here with the windows open or whatever, And Ruby's room, bless her little heart, that room now, I have turned her room into the actual formal living room. And so that means she has a closet in there, and then she has 2 windows in there. Those seals are compromised. And then the door that leads to the garage, each unit has a garage. Like if you open the door, you're still in my unit because it has carpet on the staircase and everything, and, the crown molding or whatever. But I opened up the door, and I saw air come out of my mouth, and that's inside. I was just like, it's freaking cold. So I have like towels around the doors, and I was telling my dad I'm going to go ahead and put up I have an extra shower curtain, that's a thick plastic, and I'm going to hang it around Ruby's door. Now she's up here rocking a fur coat. She just bought in a brand new coat, so she all nice and fluffy and everything. But I mean, she has arthritis too. She really does, because I give her, arthritis medicine for her little inflammation and pain. And so, I spent the night in her room last night. Because I didn't want to leave the space heater on in her room and I not be in there, not supervising. That's not smart. And if she gets lonely and bored, I don't want her like, oh, what's this cord, and start chewing on it or something, So we barricaded ourselves in that room, and I'm sure she loved it, because every time I woke up, she was sitting on top of my chest, like looking at me. Like, you alive? Because I made a pallet on the floor. And I mean, I know y'all like, Johnny, it's on the floor, but it was like a very thick pallet. And trust me, that room got nice and toasty, because I tried to seal it off, the best way I could. But, like, I'm out here in the living room. I got the other bedroom door closed. I could just feel drafts. And I feel like when them old people, remember when we was talking about having a blanket on our laps? If you was at my last live, it was like a 3-hour live chat. That was last year. Man, we were talking about like lap gans. I was asking y'all what's the difference, and I was like, yeah, I guess that's why, lap gans are good. Like when you get older, or somebody said if you're in a wheelchair, you put that blanket on your legs. Cause my knees is cold sitting here. Like, yeah, I know I'm 52, but come on now. I know doggone well I ain't like, the elderly people in the home yet talking about I need a blanket for my leg. My knees are cold. Like, it's just freaking cold, man. God. Yeah, so, and I do love cold weather. I love cold weather. When I mean cold weather, like, I like seasons. But I don't like it when it's inside of my home. I love cold weather when it's outside, but when it's on the inside, that's a problem. That's why I'm like, I feel spacey. I do. I feel super duper spacey. Not to mention, I think I used up all my energy, because let me be honest, y'all. So I probably should have recorded earlier today, right? When I really, really did have a lot of energy or whatever. But then I sat and watched the football game, because I was like, okay, I'm going to record after I watch the football game. So I'm sorry, y'all. I gave all my energy to the Packers and the Cowboy game, because y'all know Y'all know I love football, and that was a really, really important game as far as my division goes since I'm an Eagles fan. And so my dream came true. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Packers did that. But anyway, yeah, there was something else I was supposed to say. I just feel like chatting with y'all, let y'all know what was going on. Oh, yeah. Let me just show y'all what I got. I told y'all I went shopping. Well, I went to go spend my Michael's gift card yesterday while I was out preparing for the storm. Once I got all my supplies and everything, then I was like, yeah, I'm going to Michael's. And at Michael's, I finally got my utility cart. Hopefully y'all can see this. Can y'all see the utility cart? It has 10 drawers, y'all. It's all of my, like, it's like the beads and the trinkets and all the little crazy stuff, you know, hooks, and it's all kinds of little stuff up in here. My books, my crochet books. I do have crochet. I'm just like so happy. And it's on wheels. I have to do another video so y'all see the full scope. I was so happy for that gift card. And with that said, I guess I'll do the yarn review another time because I don't want to mix that all up in this video. But I did want to show y'all this. I'm so happy I got this because it helps me. It helps me a lot. Yeah, and there is something else that I wanted to talk to. When I do the yarn review, I wanted to talk to you guys about my disappointment with Hobby Lobby for yarn that for years I have been using, and I think they got another buyer. When I tell y'all, if you have been disgusted by a yarn because it had so many knots, can you imagine having a yarn that not only has like knots galore, but it's also unraveling at the same time? Like literally. And if you're like unraveling, yeah, a 4-ply. It got knots and it's unraveling. It's not, and if you're like, Shane, that's roving. No, no, no. It is unraveling like strands, like it's just coming apart. You ever see like the cartoons where you be hanging on, you know, cartoon characters are hanging on a rope and you sing bing, 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 you know? Yeah, that's exactly what was happening. And I was 3/4 done on a scarf. I had to stop. That's how bad it was. I was disgusted. I was really, really disgusted, y'all. So I'm gonna be showing y'all that too sometime. I don't know when. But before we go, I will definitely show you the one thing that I have been working on. And I just really started this probably a few days ago because, like I said, I can't be without I just can't sit there, you know. So I may not be able to crochet, you know, because that might aggravate my hands, but there are other things that I do. So I gotta pause this video because I'm not editing, y'all. Okay, so this is where I might come to life in this video. So, you know, like I have never used this kind of yarn. I was just like, I remember when it first came out, I was like, what the freak is that? That's like some type of novelty yarn. I'm not a big fan of novelty yarns. Just because it's a novelty and they will come and go, you know. That's what I considered it. And maybe some people will still consider a novelty. I consider anything that's not going to be like, it's not going to make it through the years. That's what I consider a novelty yarn. And I don't know, something got the best of me because, like I said, you know, like I was just like, oh my, I can't be without a hobby, even when, you know, I can't crochet. So I had some, you know, I forgot how I ended up with some, but anyway, so I was just like, how do you work with this crap? So I literally am working on, dang it, my first rug with this. Haha, look at that. Oh, that's gonna be nice, y'all. Yeah, I'm working on a rug. It's a bathroom rug. And I have some binder clips. Now, as you can see, I'm not crocheting well because I'm using this what do you call this? You know, the mesh that you do latch hook with. I'm not even using a latch hook. I'm just simply in every other square I'm pulling the loops through. That's it, and it's securing it. And so yeah, it's going to be a bathroom rug for a friend. And so, yeah, and I just sit there and while I'm watching TV because I'm bored because I can't crochet or whatever, I literally just, pull one out, pull one out, pull one out, or whatever. It goes right through the holes very nicely on the grid canvas, as you can see. And so I'm not crocheting with it. I do know that people crochet with it. I don't know how. I'm pretty sure I could figure it out, but because I can't do anything right now, I was just like, okay, I'll be doing this. Normally, if my hands are hurting or if I'm going through an inflammation period, I'm usually doing diamond art. And I know some people be like, how can you, yeah, because I have like an ergonomic, pen or whatever. And at least with that, I can't explain it. Like, I mean, I usually have my braces on when I'm working this. Like, I have my braces on when I'm working with this too, but at least I can work on something. But I just wanted to show y'all, like, this is what I'm doing. And I wanted to know, have y'all worked with this before? I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all have, but I just wanted to show you what I was doing. That's what I'm doing. Yep. I hope y'all still awake because I know I'm like probably putting y'all to sleep. And then my last thing that I wanted to say is when I was at Michael's and I was getting my utility cart that makes me so, so happy, I met this lady. Her name is Terry. And she was in Michael's and we both were in the aisle shopping for utility carts or storage bins, And so I don't know if she is watching. She says she was subscribed to my channel or whatever. Let me tell y'all something. It was very, very nice to talk to another crafter with the same problems of having too many hobbies and crafts or whatever. However, I told her, I said, I have to make a short. I have to make a short out of me meeting her and talking with her about crafts because the short needs to be named. This is why it's very dangerous for two crafters to meet, because we literally started feeding off of each other's energy and creativity, just started pouring out like in the middle of the aisle in Michael's. And that I'm sorry, Ruby's burrowing. I wonder if it's cold in there. I don't know. Anyway, so we basically started thinking, oh my God, yeah, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this. And so when you start bouncing off the walls with ideas, that entails what? Buying more stuff. Or you told yourself you was going to purge one of your hobbies and then you don't. And I said, it's very dangerous for other, crafters to meet sometimes. It's dangerous for us to meet each other, or how should I say, fellowship sometimes and gather, if you are one of these people that is trying to purge some of the hobbies that you have. That's what made it so dangerous. But yeah, it was so nice to talk to her. And I, when I was standing there talking to her, we was there for quite some bit, like showing each other like, oh yeah, this will be good if you do this. This will be good if you do that. Oh, I have this. This is what I use this for, and stuff like that. Dang, I swear it's so cold. I forgot what I was going to say. So I was just like, anyway, whatever the case is, I'm glad that I met her. Golly. Yeah, I'm about to wrap this up, y'all. This is probably by far the worst video I've made in a long time. I just need to let y'all know. So For those of you who are sitting there saying, well, wait, is this the video? So this was week 2 video? No, it's kind of like it kind of was like a touch base. Like, let me explain to y'all what happened to me. And if you are advanced enough, please go ahead and do what I just said. Golly. And if you're not advanced enough, please don't leave my channel and be like, this lady's horrible. I mean, golly. Look, I just got finished watching Forrest Gump first thing this morning. You know, life happens. Like, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. And I'm sticking by that saying. That movie came on right at the nick of time because I have been feeling so bad inside, not just physically, y'all, but I've been feeling bad because I was just like, I'm so horrible to my subscribers because they be like, yay, she's back on the bandwagon, and all of a sudden, it was by no fault of my own. I mean, I'm 52. Things break down, man. Easier. The body isn't so forgiving once you've been living half of a century. That's it. I ain't got nothing else to say, so I'm too scared to say. If you like what you saw tonight, please hit the like button. If you don't like it, hey, I can't blame you. Golly. That's it. That's my update. I'll talk to y'all later. I'm tired, man. Yeah, I'll be back. We'll finish the blanket. Don't start. We'll finish it. But seriously, yeah, take care of yourselves. I hope all y'all are doing okay. I'm getting better. I'm at the tail end. Hopefully by Wednesday. That's when I'm going to make the next one. And then, yeah, and we can wrap it up and move along. All right. Y'all take care of yourselves. Until next time, God bless. Bye-bye.